Folks, this is David on David's Brain. Welcome back to our ongoing Let's Play of Disco Elysium for the PS4. Please be sure to like, share, subscribe, comment, ring the bell, and contribute to my Patreon. Links in the description at the bottom. Alright, last time we managed to track down where, managed to get inside the wreck building, and, but before we could go and confront Ruby, yeah, we still need to go and get my gun back, which means we still have to go and track down, the pigs. Yeah, so we gotta wait until, 2200 hours in order to go and try and track her down. But, so, in order to kill time, and yeah, might as well go clear up all my union business here, let's go and have another chat with this sticky ball lord.
So, the ship has sailed. Did you see it? I know you did. Tell me, what did it look like as it grew smaller and smaller when that mainsail dropped behind the horizon?
There's a mean little light in its eyes.
Yeah, he's dropping the facade here. Everart's starting to show his teeth.
Did it look like a germ? Did it look like a piece of bacteria?
His tone is totally different now. The jolly man of the people is gone, and so is the smile. His jaw is clenched, and his quadruple chin is quivering with hatred. This is decades of hatred speaking right now.
Oh, we're peeling back all the layers.
You get a sinking feeling.
No. Oh. Yes, it sort of did look like that. A bacteria growing smaller and smaller.
You wanted us to relay all this information to her.
That this is a takeover? That I want a war? God, I hope you also told her about the drug trade. They absolutely hate getting their hands dirty with that. You can kill 1 million people, but if you do something the police doesn't like, well, then you're out of the yacht club. Goodbye, you inhuman fuck.
Now I know why you've been so forthcoming.
No, Harry. What we have is real. We're working men. This here is real.
So this was your plan all along, for me to relay this information to her.
Harry, I can't see into the future. We are all playing by ear on this planet. I had no idea she'd react so strongly.
But why'd you want me to relay info to her?
I did. I knew the negotiations would go better with police officers telling her horror stories from inside the harbor. It's scarier this way. Turns out it was a magnificent strategy. I never thought it'd so fundamentally fuck her up.
How'd you know she left?
Harry, I bunked her cabin. I bunked her whole boat. I had cameras surveying her boat. Hell, I even wanted to bug that thermal cap, but my boys advised against it.
They must have done it while Joyce was busy questioning the locals.
So you've been listening to our conversations all the time.
Not me personally. I had guys recording and processing this information for me.
The Hardy Boys?
Hell no! They'd fuck it up. They can't do anything right. I mean my real boys. My special task force boys.
Oh, the guys you actually trust.
Where are these boys?
They sure as hell aren't hanging out in the open with beers in their hands for the cops to question. They're pros, Mr. Kitsuragi.
And, that's pretty wild how you got me to do all that stuff,
Harry, you made a conscious decision to relay that information to her. You could have kept it for yourself.
You used my intellectual curiosity against me.
Against you? Oh, Harry, I'd like to think I used it for you.
It was interesting. No arguing against that.
But she told me a beautiful story about the discovery of the Insulende.
Of course she did. Rich people have the best stories. About all the interesting things they've done and seen. All the beautiful places they've been to. It's just sentimentalism. She can afford to be sentimental, and she can afford to lose as well.
But she said she's insane, like me.
She's not insane. What did she tell you?
She told me she's over-radiated from Pale Transit.
No, she's not. She's a sentimental alcoholic. They all are. Never take a drop and you'll be 8 laps ahead of those upper-class winos. Just like old Mr. Clare here. Try it. You'll be a real super detective.
I've actually walked the path of sobriety for a while now.
I can see that, Harry. Alcohol has left its marks, but you're doing better than when I first saw you. Rich man is shitting himself. The working class sober.
So, what's going to happen now?
What was always going to happen? We take the harbour and she fucks off to Ozon, uncorks a bottle of wine, calls her partners, and says they need to distance themselves from this nasty business before the big shit spinner splashes everyone. Only difference is the Union doesn't have to lose 2,000 men to machine gun fire.
Damn. Damn, Evrart. I was hoping I'd somehow get to fuck you over at the end, not the other way around.
Damn, Harry. I was hoping that too. But the information I gave you proved too powerful. You knew something. Something big. And you wanted to see what happens when you tell someone. So you told her. Anyone who's ever been close to power will tell you. Inside information is the sweetest thing in the world. It's better than money. It's better than pussy. Money only makes you special for some salesmen. Pussy only makes you special for yourself. Information makes you special for all mankind. It's the ticket to history.
Knowledge is power. I could definitely agree with you on that one.
Right on, Harry. What you did was participate in history. When history calls, you have to pick up. You had no choice. None of us ever do. A hard disco cop like you, I knew you weren't one to resist temptation.
You know what, Detective? I am going to leave this out of my report, and I suggest you leave it out of yours too.
Just look at the three of us. The three careless boyaderos. Good times, good times.
So, what now?
Now there's a whole lot of work to do. For me and for you. I suppose there was a reason you came here, so let's get to it. What can I help my best friend and comrade with today?
I'm reconsidering opening that door you asked me to open. Perhaps it'll help me somehow.
A fantastic change of heart, Harry. Go talk to Manana down by the gates. He'll brief you and give you the key. Just open one little door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that Weasel to come home and see the unlocked door. That's it. Anything else we should discuss? Let's hear it, Harry. Ah.
This trend.
I find that...
I'm afraid this is meant for you. Of course, Harry, of course. Most certainly, Harry. Nothing brightens my day like brainstorming these things with you. Oh, they are simply... Old Theo used to...
Interesting.
They're almost... Work with them.
That's him allowing the police.
By all means, Harry. What's on your mind?
Alright then, ta-ta. What can I say? I might be a cop, but I also like a good little game every now and then. Set the dominoes up, knock them down, see where they fall. I guess in a way, Evrart, all of humanity is a piece of shit. Some of them just smell better than others. Some of them may actually be chocolate. The difference between you and me is I'm more mobile. I have a badge, and I can actually get off. I can actually walk on my own volition. You need people to do that for you. Despite your physical limitations, you're somehow charismatic. You have this certain greasy, likable used car salesman about you. I haven't met your brother, but I'm suspecting it's the same with him. And yeah, I honestly thought that the whole business with the Weasel has been dealt with already. Yeah, once I went behind his back and dealt with the letter, yeah, that ship sailed. But then again, yeah, when he's trying to set up that youth center or whatever it is he's trying to do, Oh, I'm just looking. I wish I could see the look on his face when he finds out the signatures I got were forged. Oh, that's good. He'll just plunge face. Yeah, that. And yep, I got 2,200 out. I gotta wait until 2,200 hours to track, and then that's when the pigs will show up. I'll get my gun back from her, and then we could go after Ruby.
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you?
Evrart said you have a key to a door.
Key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open?
He said it belonged to a weasel.
Oh, say no more. I got you. I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say.
I saw an opportunity and I took it. I'm a hustle grinder.
I'm not so sure about the hustle grind, but... You know, it doesn't matter. It's a good thing you're doing. Thanks. What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the whirling in rags. That's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized. Means we keep out of each other's business.
Right, so nobody could go and squeal.
Okay, but where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter. None of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess.
Anything else I should know about this task, this weasel person, when he'll be home?
I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we are fighting for.
He means he's not going to tell you, cause he doesn't know. But he will shoot his mouth off with you now that you're working for Evrart. Who he is, and what they're fighting for. This is interesting.
Actually, do you know anything about the Hardy Boys?
Los Ardis? They're an independent militant group. A bit too high-strung, but it comes with the responsibility. They're sort of like you. Preserve the rule of law and all that. Except it's Evrat's law. But really, they're just like you.
Is he actually comparing you, an officer of the law, to some neighborhood vigilantes? Come on. He's just trying to keep the peace.
Let's see here. Sorry, but there's only one law friend, and that's me.
Why not? Must be nice being something else for a change. The rest of us are just folks.
The Lawbringer. Alright. Why are you striking exactly?
We're negotiating our share.
Your share?
Aye.
Wait, so not like wages or pensions or...
This stuff. They already covered.
Should you be, or at least you got benefits, that's something.
It's not enough. Not enough to get ahead. More about keeping us in our place.
Okay, how large a share would you like?
All of it. However, right now we want all the harbor workers to be on the company's board, so they could take part in the decision-making process.
A voice in how the company's run. I could get that.
This seditious talk sounds like communism. Just so we're on the same page, communism is basically wanting to kill the rich people, or deporting them to a labor camp in southeast Grad. But don't say that out loud if you're a communist.
The boss man, Evrart. What can you tell me about him?
I think it's best you make up your own mind now that you've met him. In my eyes, he is a capable organizer and a decent businessman.
Uh-huh. What does bossing the union entail exactly?
I guess you kind of get to be the village chief. He oversees the harbor, makes deals with the owners or other relevant parties. Watches out for his own.
By that, you mean corruption?
By heavens, why would he not be corrupt? We live in a harsh and disordered world, see? And in this world, the old man is corrupt for our benefit, and we know it. Appreciate it even. He is, personally, not too lavish.
That does seem a bit lavish to me.
He is reasonably lavish, sure. That's his prerogative. It's not like you want a saintly demeanor on a corrupt motherfucker. That would be a manipulative illusion. Besides, there are no non-corrupt systems in the world anyway. And moralism is the most corrupt of them all.
Not you, you would like to say. But then there's that Weasel door. This man has political theory, and it has not failed him today.
So you're a communist?
No. I don't think I'm a communist. Seeing something of value and saying I want it all to myself is a much older and simpler notion. No science to it at all. Even a weak child can think it. The only things holding someone back are I can't and I shouldn't.
Yeah, no, you really shouldn't take Well, on the one hand, yeah, just wanting a decent share is one thing, but yeah, just let's see, basically just using bringing down everyone that around you just to. But then again, there are people on there who got their wealth not through actual hard work, but just basically because they just got their mommy and daddy's pension, silver spoon in their mouth. Basically, just trying to make sure that everyone has a chance to their own little slice of happiness. I guess you should. Oh yeah, though. Let's see. I don't think should take what's not yours.
Then how can anything ever be mine? But that's okay. We don't have to agree. The prairie is wide enough for all of us.
You seem to have spent a lot of time thinking about the political situation.
Sure. I've had the necessary free time. Fortunately, there's always time.
The look in his brown eyes conjures up an understanding. For him, having command of his time is the most important thing. It all comes together now. The way he speaks about scabs, his general attitude. He's a follower of a 500-year-old Franco-Nigerian Boyadero code, itself an appropriation of Vespertine cool. That of a noble peasant or a traveling herdsman. True to yourself, independent in your actions, loyal to your friends.
Maybe I'm a boyadero?
No.
I could.
No. The man sits on the railing, his hands reaching far and wide, yet it feels as if he could effortlessly go even wider, if need be.
The mercenary, eh?
The man whispered.
Alright, well, might as well just take care of this get this weasel business over it. Yeah, might be able to squeeze a couple of things out of Evrart. And yeah, suffice to say, we're gonna need every single piece of information I can get my hands on. Something beautiful's going to happen, eh? Hope it does.
The door has braved the elements for decades. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and so is the knocker, shaped like a lion's head. The royal lion, Guillaume's kitten. This knocker will last a lifetime and then some. Someone is moving around in the apartment. You hear the water being turned off and the sound of dishes clinking together. No answer.
I know you're in there.
That already defeats the point, doesn't it? Let's get out of here.
As you turn to leave, you hear footsteps on the other side. Yes, someone's definitely home.
We should leave and go talk with Evrart. Tell him what happened, that we couldn't open the door. Maybe there's a workaround.
And yeah, going back to what Mañana was talking about, the moral intern. Yeah, something about that doesn't exactly smell right. Yeah, considering how Claudia was terrified, absolutely, was basically shitting herself at the mere mention of them. And yeah, from what I've seen, if you actually do manage to contact them, and yeah, basically, yeah, they seem to, yeah, they just, and they claim to be about incremental progress, but to me, it just kind of seems more like a method of, they're just trying to maintain control by any means necessary, whether it's with economics, the social political climate, or the Pale. Yeah, the Pale definitely seems to be a big part of their agenda there. And they claim to have the moral high ground since they were founded by Dolores Day, who in turn seems to be a very controversial figure in this world. And yeah, most of the people I've seen who represent moralism, yeah, mostly yeah, they don't actually seem like they don't actually seem. I mean, I can understand wanting to get things done at a nice even pace and not throw everything completely out of balance just because people demand quick results. But on the other hand, it just seems more like they're more interested in bureaucracy rather than, you know, actually getting things done to help people, you know? Yeah, communism, on the other hand, Evrart's corrupt. He's corrupt as all hell, but apparently he, to a necessary degree, but yeah, still wouldn't trust him to watch the kids, you know? Especially if he employs people like Measurehead. Yeah. And yeah, honestly, what I'm seeing here, and yeah, no, that does kind of seem to be the point of this game here. That yeah, there is no perfect, perfect political ideology. You just got to pick the one that's the least shit. And to me, that just seems to be a toss-up between either moralism or ultra-liberalism in this case here. So,
Mr. Dubois, every worker, member of the board. How can I help you today? Let's hear it, Harry. Of course, I'm always happy to educate and entertain you, my friend. So, what's on your mind? Very nice. Most certainly, Harry. By all means, Harry.
yeah, no, I wonder if there's an option that we could just go and weasel our way out of the dealing with the Weasel. Let me think. Maybe I could just play it cool, just like... Yeah, I know. I think I'm starting to get an idea here. Alright, let's just see how this works.
The door, the royal lion, Guillaume's kitten. This knocker will... No answer. The key stops midway in the lock. Something's blocking its path. Not a sound is coming from the apartment. The tenant's key is in the lock. The lieutenant looks first at the door, then back at you, then signals you to back off from the door.
Well, so much for that idea.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
10-4, come in. Fireworker. 10-4.
Feels good to get that off your chest.
10-4, sir. Sorry. 10-4. And Roger that. 10-10.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist? It was...
Her voice...
Gottlieb, what is it now? And you survived it. Even better.
Accept it. The body is an object, and objects break down. Do what good you can with yours, before the rest goes too.
I didn't, but now I do. How's the drinking going?
I decided to stop. Completely. Forever.
Ah, great to hear it. Stop by sometime when you're done with your case. I'll draw some blood, run it through, let you know how much forever your liver's going to give you. That's because you're hung over. Even the radio waves coming from your... That's the tiny... The busy...
It certainly does not help with aiming.
With all the damage.
There is no surprise in his...
What else?
It's hard to say if he doesn't believe you, or doesn't.
What? You want me to do blood work for you again? You want the real, honest-to-God truth?
The money is probably going to some old, oily...
And no, I don't want to hear a political commentary on the topic. In fact,
It's not fucking cryo-acta-latte. It's super glue, Doc.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else I can help you with? Just a sec. Sylvie, man. Yes. Oh, great. What else do you need, detective? No? Not me. What? Of course it bothered me. No one you know.
Garbage.
I don't know what to tell you, officer. Okay. You mean, why did I leave the bar? You know who?
You think you hear a sliver of accusation in her words. Don't be paranoid. She's obviously talking about someone else, not you.
You mean me? You need to get away from me.
I really don't want to talk about this. Let's just forget about this, okay? Maybe, I don't know.
You hear...
Anything else I can help you with? 57.
In the cabin, you see a set. Motor carriage, motor carriage. Something bad.
The Caprice.
But this is different.
You're right. I didn't take you for a motorcar enthusiast. Do you also like... Really? Well, I'm not indifferent on the matter either.
In the cabin, you see...
Alright, well that was a whole lot of nothing. Well, I got some time to kill, so might as well go and see if I can try past that, past that composure check. Yeah, might as well just try and clear that check. Might as well just clear that off the board then.
Hi again, gendarme.
Alright, what is it about the way he carries himself?
Could he be a member of the homosexual underground? This sexual thing seems interesting. Ask around. Become involved.
Yeah, I'm not... Well, let's see. Are you... Alright, fine. Let's see where this goes. Are you part of the homosexual underground?
The homosexual underground?
Yeah, I know, it sounds insane. You know, like there's a secret cabal of gay people who's like trying to take over the world or some crap like
Yes,
that.
I am, officer. Why? Do you want to investigate?
No, I just wanted to know whether you were one of them.
Well, I am one of them. One of the Sub Rosa pleasure group, congregating in cellars under the cover of night. Saturday night. Sometimes even Friday night.
Oh, but what about Thursday night?
Or Thursday night. Sometimes the congregating doesn't even end. It carries on into our daily life.
Well, why do you convene? Oh, what do you guys do? Do you like, I don't know, like play mahjong or something?
Oh, we're ambitious. We want to destroy the last vestiges of meaning, the last things people in Revachol have to hold on to, the true symbols of security. The meaning of man and woman, mother and father, their marriage.
Uh-huh.
Everything will be constantly shifting and moving under our rule. The future will belong to a circus of identities just spinning around, surreal and unreal. You won't even know who you are anymore.
But I like knowing who I am.
But do you also like the razzle-dazzle of gold? Do you like parties and discos and having fun under the vibrant lights of Saturday night?
Who doesn't?
Because instead of the traditional family unit, we're going to have all this razzmatazz. And mysteries, of course, too. Mysteries of sexual nature, very esoteric. And disco music and drugs.
I do like disco. Maybe I should get into it?
You can't just get into it. You have to be born into it. One is either already in the homosexual movement or forever excluded from it.
What if I can't remember anything I'm in or not? What if I can't remember anything about my life aside from the fact that I like disco?
Beautiful. Beautiful. That's exactly what we're looking for. Who knows, maybe you were homosexual in the past. Maybe all of that has been repressed. I have to say that you do look like someone who might be part of the underground. You have that very distinctive, I can't understand what's going on here look.
This is going to be like a 24-hour mind project for me. 20 hours at least.
Absolutely wonderful.
A man like you can figure out his sexuality in a working day. It won't be 20 hours unless you want to enter the heightened realms of the phantasme érotique afterwards. It may be 20 hours or more, but that would be on your own time.
Right, anyways.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
Alright, bye! Homosexual underground. You see mysterious strangers in the night, leaning against unlit doorways, engaged in hushed conversation. A shadowy cabal exchanged looks, whispering in dark alleys and unmarked locales. A radical cell conspiring against the state, and perhaps even against men and women. Was that a secret handshake? What's going on? Who are these secretive people? How will they accomplish their sinister and world-altering goals? And most importantly, are you one of them? You could be. Maybe you forgot. And, let's see. 8 hours. Oh boy, that's gonna be, yeah, not really seeing anything I want to give up. Yeah, if anything, I got just the, if anything, I just have the thought there.
The Coppernado is back. What do you want?
I want to go over a few things regarding Rudy's disappearance again.
What?
Right.
Starting from the right. Once the sitting on his right. Standard working boots. Size 45 or 46. El coughs a lot. Across. And then the emblem on his in the far corner. Size 41 in conclusion. These 7 are the actors on the crime scene. The footprints were theirs, but there's a discrepancy.
Ruby's missing, obviously.
Exactly. But none of this is news to you. You've stood there for about...
Again? I can't...
Yes? What is it?
Yeah, still not getting a good idea who that guy is.
Got the 20 real? Then why another thing? Yes.
Alright, well, if I'm going to be prepping up for dealing with the pigs, then yeah, let's see here. Gonna need to be fully decked out here. Let's see here. There we go. Alright, I might have to use some of my more diplomatic skills in order to try to resolve that. And yeah, with sealing, yeah, no, I'll see if I can try and pass this check once I get Kim to leave me alone for a little bit, if I can.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
The trap is poor things.
Tequila sunset. Not that I can think of. That might be the case. Yeah.
Alright, let's see if my hardcore bros at the church saw anything.
What is it?
Let's see, have you seen anyone suspicious? Say a woman named Ruby.
What? No. No one's suspicious around here.
She has not seen her, sire. It is true.
I do have one mystery that still needs solving. The radio goes to the doomed commercial area's electronic doorbell.
The creepy woman! We were wondering about that when we worked there, but I had completely forgotten about it ever since. It must be anthroponetic cross.
Dogs bark at night and see the shadows move down the coast.
Considering that we're trying to, what we're trying to do here, this, considering what we're trying to do here, this doesn't look like a good sign.
Superstition. We can turn the grim desolation into a fun dance club, and thus also help turn this hellhole around. No, it's pretty desolate here. Exactly. It's our chance to turn the grim desolation into an overwhelmingly fun dance party.
Man,
it's good to see you. Goodbye.
Yeah, maybe the Sunday friend is still around?
Hello again. No, I'm a...
So... There's something friendly. He's telling the truth.
Yeah, hopefully he's seen someone.
Always.
Okay, folks, I guess this is what we'll call it a day here. Let's see. Unless we can actually get pigs to trigger a little bit earlier. Let's see.
A few poor things.
Nope. Alright, nothing else around here, so yep, time to call it a day. Alright, so yeah, next time we're gonna try and see if we can find a way to kill some time until we have to confront pigs, and then we'll see if we get, we'll hopefully be able to get our gun back. Let's see here. Alright, so until next time, folks, this is David on David's Brain. See you when I see you. Bye-bye!